welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going through a couple of postpartum items that are in this box right next to me, and I've acquired these within the last couple of weeks, so stay tuned so that we can go ahead and get into this box of goodies. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and post a link to most of the items that I speak about today in this box. And let's get right into it. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the Haakaa. So most of these items are going to be breastfeeding items and some postpartum items for mom. So this is the silicone breast pump, the Haakaa. Everybody's talking about it. I have not tried it. I am basically a new mom because my youngest child, like you guys might already know, is 10. So all these things weren't available when I had my child. Not everything, but most of it. Some of the stuff I do remember from my prior pregnancies, but for this particular item, never used it. But basically what this item does is catches the letdown for when you're breastfeeding or you're breast pumping. Let's say for instance you're not doing dual, you're just doing one. It'll catch the letdown. Instead of wasting that and letting it go onto a pad or anything, you can definitely store that. So this one particular comes with the stand. Now I'm still looking in the market for the actual cover, and there's a little flower that comes with it as well, but this one doesn't come with it. It's just a regular item. So we're gonna go ahead and place this here. I would like for you guys to see them, but I don't think you're gonna be able to. Okay, so then the next item that I have on here is the Harmony Medela, by Medela. It's the Harmony manual breast pump. So I am ordering a electric breast pump, but I do remember I breastfed with my first and my second child, and with my first I had a little bit more experience and I had a manual breast pump, and sometimes noise, sometimes you can express a little bit more with the actual manual breast pump. I don't know why, but definitely something you want. With this particular breast pump, it does also come in a stand because of course it's just one for one, and it's easy to use. You just put it on the breast and pump and squeeze out the milk. So we're gonna sit that right here. All right, and then our very next thing that we're gonna grab, and I'm just grabbing them randomly so nothing is in order here. So our next thing that we have is our Frida mom. This is a C-section recovery band. I was trying to see exactly what it's called, but the C-section recovery band. So this particular one I am going to get into so I can show you guys what it looks like. This is going to be a new product for me. Any of the Frida mom products are going to be a new product for me because they didn't have this around when I was pregnant. So as soon as we open it, we have a little information in regards to how to use the product itself. Okay, so this is the band itself, and there was the freezer pack, but this is the band itself. So it looks a little bit thin. Obviously I'm a little bit bigger. So here is where you get your flexibility, your elasticity band. So you press this here, you open it up. You can obviously get a little bit of extra elastic band from here. This is all elastic band. I haven't really messed with it. I haven't played with it or anything. I think that, you know, as I start needing these items, I will definitely be coming in and using them. This is the applicator, the hold and hot gel packs. So this is one, and I believe that this is so you can place it within. So there is, let's see, there's an actual Velcro inside here, and all this portion right here is for your pack. So you can have the smaller pack, and then there's a larger pack in here as well, and then this is the larger pack for the hot and cold packs. And this actually fits the full band. So this might be if you have like a specific area that you want to, oh wait, I know nothing. So look, so back here, So let's say, for instance, you're having back pains possibly. There you go. So this is really good. So I'm excited to use this. Obviously, I am a little scared because C-sections, you want to be really gentle. You want to make sure you don't irritate anything. But definitely I will be trying it, and I will be giving you guys a review and letting you guys know if this is something that's worth purchasing. So far, so good. It seems like it'll do the job, but we won't know until we try it. So C-section recovery band by Frida Mom. And I'll give you guys a full round picture at the end. So this, I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you guys. I believe this is Infamil. So yes, let's get into this very slightly into this. This is just shipping information. Okay, so Infamil. Infamil is a really famous brand, at least from the time period when, well, 10 years ago when I was breastfeeding my child. It's for both actually, because my son, the difference in age, he's currently 17, and so it's like a 7-year difference, and Infamil was still good back then, and then it was good 10 years ago. So this is basically a free item that I received. Now I actually received this before I was pregnant, because I did have a miscarriage. So when I initially did started posting things and getting into certain websites and signing up for different things, promotions and promotional offers, I signed up, I guess, for Infamil or for something with milk, and they sent me some powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these because a couple of reasons. For my daughter, I did breastfeed her. Now, my daughter, probably a week into, after having her, she developed jaundice. And with jaundice, my pediatrician recommended for me to go ahead and give her formula, cow's milk, as opposed to the breast milk. Reasoning behind it, I don't remember too well, but he did. And so I had to rush to the actual Walmart and go ahead and buy her formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this, so in case we do need it, we already have it in hand and we don't have to rush anywhere. So this is a good item. It was a free item, and let's place that over there. Okay, furthermore, so now we have another Medela product. So I like this brand, and I kind of stuck with it because with my first pregnancy, with my son, Medela, this was actually given to me. This was gifted to me by a family friend. They had the system and they sent it over to me, and I went ahead and sterilized everything and I used it, and it was amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for you guys if you haven't seen this before, and show you what is in this box. So we're gonna open it the other end because what I want to show you is on the other end. Okay, so basically this is for our breastfeeding mamas. So look at this amazing system. Basically what it is, you're gonna have you see the little arrow right here, there's an arrow, and this is the incoming milk, everything you have expressed, and this is what's going out. So this is one way to keep track of your milk. Of course, there is also a sticker in here, like a magnetic piece, a magnet that's basically letting you know how long you can keep your room temperature milk, your refrigerator, and how long it can last in the refrigerator and the freezer. So basically how to store your freshly expressed milk and the guidelines. So basically what I love about this system is, for one, you can keep track that way. So anybody that comes to babysit, whether it's grandma, whether it's dad, whether it's brother, sister, everybody will know this is the one that we're going to be using at the moment. And this is what's going to come in. This is where mom is going to put the milk, or what if dad is going to go ahead and go in there. She just expressed this milk, we're putting it here. Now what's even better about this is that if we look closely, we have a little dial. So this dial turns, and I don't know, let me get a little closer here. So it goes through the days of the week. This also has, if we look a little closer, an AM and a PM, where those three little lines are. So what you will do is, if I express this milk today, it's Friday. If I express this milk today at Friday, it's the evening, we're going to go ahead and push it down so that it will show an F, and then it will be towards the PM. So I already know more or less when this milk was expressed. So we kind of can keep track and gauge a little bit better how our milk was expressed, what we're placing in the refrigerator, how we can use it. We know for sure we don't want to use milk for more than in the refrigerator more than 3 days. So up to 3 days at 39 degrees Fahrenheit or cooler. So this is exactly, I mean, this is amazing. I had a really good time when I used it with my firstborn. I didn't use it with my secondborn because I had already given it away and I didn't purchase it. I just kind of went straight breastfeeding her, and we had another system. Also in this system comes some bags. So I never really froze my breast milk. I really never got the hang of how you would express more milk than what you're actually giving baby in order to store. But that's a challenge that I'm willing to accept this time around. So we want to go ahead and freeze some milk, because if we go ahead and use the freezer, we can actually store the milk for more than for up to 6 months. So these are bags, and it kind of gives you information on how you would use it. Obviously, once you use it once, you would go ahead and throw these away. And then another portion to store your milk would be here. So now the difference between these two, I believe, is how much you can store. So here you can store up to 2.5 ounces, and here you can store up to 5 ounces. So that's the difference between these. So if you have some more, obviously these you would have to write on. So there's a little place here that you can write on it. But definitely it's just a system to store your breast milk. And let me see if I can show you guys the magnet, which, nope, I think I might have misplaced it. Okay. Our magnet is somewhere here. Well, it was in here. It's in here. See, I didn't lose it. Okay, so here's our magnet, and this is the magnet I was referring to earlier. So if you see the magnet, that is going to be on our refrigerator, so we can know specific guidelines if we ever forget. I tend to forget. Mom brain, having more than one kid, it just gets tough, and there's a lot of guidelines when it comes to certain things, and we don't want to give baby something that is not good. So we're gonna go ahead and store this in here. Give me just a moment, guys, while I go ahead and place this back in here. So this is definitely a good buy, I would say. So I'm just gonna store this back in here. And Medela, for some reason, ever since I used it, I mean, I think they never steered me wrong. I even had the Medela breast pump with my daughter. So definitely good system, and I'm willing to do it again with this baby. So we'll place this right here. All right, next product that we have here is, I'm going to be doing a complete review. Well, not so much a review, an unboxing on everything that's in this particular box. And that'll be in a separate video. So if you're interested in watching that, I'll go ahead and link it up above. But this particular item, this is amazing, and I will quickly go through what's in the box. But it is a Frida Mom C-section recovery kit. So this recovery kit brings essentials that you would need. Has in your postpartum, has a mother that has had a C-section. So quickly, I'm just kind of going to go over the things that are in the box. I will get further in detail with that in the video that we link above. So stay tuned for that. So first and foremost, you're getting a bag. This bag is going to store your essentials for your postpartum. You're going to have some disposable briefs. And they're high-waisted, so mind you, if you have a C-section, obviously it may be bikini cut, it may be in your stomach, but with that being said, you're going to need high-waisted underwear. In this little baggie, you have your Perry bottle. This is the upside down Perry bottle, the very famous upside down Perry bottle. So we're gonna go ahead and place that in there. Already winning with this. You have pads. These are silicone pads for your actual scar. We'll see how these work because, again, very delicate with your actual C-section. Want to make sure not to irritate anything. So I'll tell you how that goes. And some skip the shower wipes for mom. It's a really tough time in the beginning, and getting in that shower, it's tough. It's just something that will help you freshen up while you're in the hospital. Beautiful bag, and it's a really good material. I would definitely say I can use this in my diaper bag. I can use this to go to the hospital. This actually has to go into my hospital bag, but as of right now, we're keeping it in here. We still have a couple of weeks to go. This is also a band, so it helps out just kind of to kind of stay put together. After a C-section, you kind of feel a little bit wobbly, a little bit all over the place. And then, of course, some socks with your, I can't think of it. And some labor and delivery socks with the grips in the bottom. So you can definitely use these in the hospital as well. So this box has all the essentials, and this is our C-section recovery box. Now there is a recovery box for regular labor, vaginal labor, and delivery. So look into that as well. You would just put, I think, vaginal delivery, and you can actually find these items on Amazon. I will go ahead and link them below. The way I found out about this box, well, initially was through a coworker. She had just delivered her baby, and she told me, hey, go ahead and download this right now from Amazon because you're going to need this. And I went ahead and did so, purchased it, and it was a great buy, I think. I will definitely still be reviewing it once we get into it. But the next item on in our box is, and there's a couple more items to go. This is our nursing pads. So now you see this is a different brand. Okay, so again, this item was gifted to me with my firstborn as well. These pads, and I wore them. Yes, it gets, from what I remember, I mean, it's been so long, but from what I remember with your breastfeeding, lactating, it gets tough. You cannot wear your bra. You're gonna stick to your bra. It's very sticky. Once you breastfeed, there's a lot going on, and so you want something that's gonna be soft, that's not gonna stick. You don't want to have to pull. All right, guys, so my phone did die. My other phone died, so I needed to continue the video here. But as you see, I've laid out most of the products that we had. So the last place where we were was sorry, my phone died. So I went ahead and laid out the items, so hopefully you guys can see them. But here, what I was speaking about, the Lansinoh breast pads. So definitely something important that you want to have, because you don't want to have your bra directly on to your breast when you're breastfeeding. You're gonna have some leaking sometimes, not only just leaking, but sometimes it'll dry. So just like our nipple cream, which is something that is missing here because it's in my bag, but your nipple cream is gonna help that, but as well as just like a band-aid, it's kind of like just helping you stay secure. So I won't open these because these are kind of like pads. They're to just stay sanitary, but they're round. Well, we can open one. Definitely, we're definitely open one. So just so you guys can see, it comes like a pad in its own little slip. There's about 100 in there. Mind you, this is me first time mom again, So here we are. I think it's a little slip right here. So there's a little peel. You can open them here, slip them out. So they come like this. It's folded over. It does have an adhesive so that you can stick this onto your bra. Then once you open these, it's just round. So you see, just like a band-aid. And of course, you don't know what's gonna be. You know, everybody's breastfeeding experience is different. But I do remember having my bra stick to my boobs stick to my bra a couple of times. And so to avoid that, use these. And I did get a few of these, and so I stuck with this brand because it worked pretty well. So I'll put that back here, and I think these are good to have. It comes with 100. I believe that, you know, the further you get into breastfeeding, you may need to stock up, you may not, but just to start off, definitely be good to your boobies. They're good to you, and make sure that they're well taken care of. So let's place that back here. The very next thing that was in our box was our Medela. Going back to Medela, this is our breast milk storage bags. So in this particular container, we already had I want to say 25 bags. So this one here has 100 bags. So again, this is going to be something new for me, that I'm going to be storing milk. I'm going to attempt to store milk. So these are good to have. So I'm excited to use these and see how that works with everything. So let's place this back here. And then last but not least, one of the things that we're going to need for postpartum is our Boppy. Our Boppy is so important. I love this print. I think this is so cute. Has little lions, whales, giraffes, kitties. Definitely very happy. Boppy. But Boppy is definitely a good brand. I mean, I know that there's a lot of other brands, but Boppy has been around. My son is currently 17 years old. I had a Boppy with him, and I had a Boppy with my daughter. So I'm going to go ahead and keep with baby number 3 a Boppy. And I think that these come in handy. It's a C shape. So I believe that you can place this however you'd like. So I'm just going to open it here so you guys can see, because I know that some people say that it's not convenient. But of course, everybody lactates differently. There's so many different positions. I like the Boppy because it's so firm. Like, I feel it is so tough. It's so firm. It's better than my pillows, actually. Has a little C here, so you see how, and you can put this around your waist. Okay, so I was kind of playing with it yesterday, and I was kind of looking at different options. So let's say, for instance, you want to do like the cradle. I believe it's the football cradle hold. So you can have baby here and like position it where you'd like. Babies get heavy after some time of holding them, and you're constantly doing it. I mean, in the beginning, it's gonna be my baby, I want to hold my baby, but after a while of doing it, after the 20th feed, you might be like, oh baby, you're so heavy. So there's different ways that you can hold this. You can place it in the front. For me, I don't have too much of a, obviously right now I have a tummy, so there's different ways that you can place it. You can even turn it around if need be, and place baby there. It's just kind of an assistance, and I'm definitely going to be taking this to the hospital with me. So this is part of my hospital bag as well. But definitely beautiful print and very necessary. Now this also came in handy with my kids after once they started getting a little bit bigger and holding bottles and everything. I would prop my baby up and sit there and play with them. You can do tummy time with them. You can place the bottle, and kind of once they start holding it, you have them elevated, and so that's a good way to feed. It's just a really good feeding tool. So these are most of the items that I purchased for postpartum / breastfeeding. One of the items that we're missing on here is our nipple cream. That is something that we would have to add on to here. And I will show you that in our what's in my hospital bag video. But take a look at everything that you have here, And these items, I will be linking them below. If you're interested in any of these items, I will definitely be reviewing our Frida Mom C-section box. I'll be reviewing our band and giving you kind of an update as everything progresses along. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, guys, and until the next one.